What's going on, guys? Krahu here, and welcome to some DLC gameplay for Medal of Honor Warfighter. Now, I didn't play this map at all. I mean, I played it maybe on like one or two occasions, and that's it. I quickly jumped on Medal of Honor, and if everybody looks like they're having a fucking seizure in the game, that's not lag. That's literally a glitched out character models just flickering around. Now, from the title, you may see what is the future for this franchise, what is the future for Medal of Honor. And if you have any suggestions, if you have any opinions, please share them in the comment section below. And if, of course, you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. I would appreciate that very much. So, a little bit about this game. I didn't spend too much time on, just picking out gameplays and whatever. I just jumped on Medal of Honor for a bit, played for a bit. And, I mean, numbers are down. I keep getting the same lobbies. I keep getting the same issues. But the game is still playable by all means, It's the minor things like, character models doing this, like the fucking Cha-Cha or whatever, Rumba, and Denson in front of me, flicking around having seizures. That's kind of annoying. But that's enough about the gameplay. And, oh yeah, and at the end, there's a huge surprise, which I want you guys to see. So anyway, what is the future of Medal of Honor, in my opinion? Future with EA is kind of bleak. They're either going to resurrect the series, and look at this, super jittery. They're either going to resurrect the series about 5 years from now, go back to World War II, because everybody at that time is going to be sick and tired of military-style shooters, or they're not going to bring it at all. They're going to sell the rights to the highest bidder, and we can impact that. We can get pissed off and make a petition. I mean, I don't know if what kind of impact they will do, but it will make some sort of impact. We can make a petition to tell EA, to ask EA kindly, to sell the rights to Medal of Honor to the highest bidder. I mean, clearly, Medal of Honor was a huge success back in the day. It was even a success when 2010 came out. It sold like 5 or 6 million copies or whatnot, and it was doing fine, but obviously it wasn't polished at all. Campaign was solid, but that's not that's not how people received it. It still got better reviews than Medal of Honor Warfighter, and I think personally Warfighter is a better game than 2010. So it's a whole mishap. So with this whole petition thing, I mean, I'm not going to go out of the way if nobody's on board, obviously, but we should wait like a year or so to maybe get a word on Medal of Honor. Maybe there will be some up and coming projects, which I highly doubt. This is just pure speculation. But just in general, a petition to tell EA, hey, sell the rights to the highest bidder. You can make a lot of money. Medal of Honor name is not a cheap name by any means. I mean, you have great games in Medal of Honor, in the Medal of Honor arsenal. Just because, your past 2 games were kind of flukes, doesn't mean that the whole Medal of Honor name is done for. I mean, you can make a great World War II style shooter out of Medal of Honor. Bring it back to its roots. Remake fucking Frontline. Remake Rising Sun with a fantastic multiplayer. I mean, something to show that, this name is not going to be dead and gone. It's like taking Call of Duty or Battlefield or Need for Speed or whatever, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater, Super Mario Bros. And just scrapping it and not releasing anything of those series, or Metal Gear, just completely scrapping, forgetting about it. That's Medal of Honor. It's an epic name. And even if you did grow up with Battlefield or Call of Duty, you know damn well that, Medal of Honor is in there. It's a staple game. I mean, even though some people don't like Warfighter or some people don't like 2010, it's still a Medal of Honor name. It still has that name, so I think this game should have a bit more respect. Not the people who were responsible for its demise, because obviously it was rushed, obviously it was not polished, and obviously this spawn was horrible. But I'm not gonna linger on that. So yeah, those are just my 2 thoughts as far as the future goes. We're either going to see new Medal of Honor 5 years from now from EA, which I think that's going to happen about 90%. And 10% they're going to sell it to, I don't know, maybe Activision, THQ. Well, THQ is no more. Ubisoft or whoever, Guerrilla Games, whatever. And they're going to do something with the Medal of Honor franchise. But, more than likely it's the scenario of jump cut. Holy crap. The likely scenario is going to be that, Medal of Honor is going to be re-released as God knows what from EA a few years from now, which is what I believe in. They could make, again, a lot of money on selling the Medal of Honor name. And we wouldn't be angry. I mean, if EA sold the rights to somebody else, somebody who cares, somebody with a normal freaking engine to run it on. It doesn't have to be Frostbite 2, it can be a separate engine. It could be a new start for Medal of Honor, but don't expect any Medal of Honor games coming out within 3, 4, 5 years. That's just not going to happen. There's going to be lawsuits, there's going to be fights for the Medal of Honor name if EA decides to take any sort of action. And, yeah, maybe they will sell, maybe they won't, but for now... this is what we're stuck with. And look at this. So I'm waiting to spawn back in to win this game, and the game freezes. The game freezes, and I had to hard restart my PS3. So that's the brutal reality. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Showcased the DLC a little bit, and I'll see you guys next time. Please leave a like and a comment.